Hi, Coach again here. Going to go over proper use of using the bridge and or, as I call it, the crutch. That's what I was taught when I was first getting into the game of pool. Whatever you want to call it is fine. The idea is how to properly use and execute the shot using the bridge itself. So here we go. My opponent has made the break, made a ball on the break and missed his next shot and left me with this type of table. I now have the stripes. Well, in looking at the table, I can see my only shot that I really have is the stripe sitting down there in the corner. Well, the problem that you have on a table, especially in this case on a 9 foot, is I need about another 2 feet or longer legs, or to be like my partner 6'4", so maybe this is not quite such a hard shot. There's a proper way and an improper way that's going to help you use the crutch, execute your shot, and continue your game of winning. First thing that you do is, once you determine if that's your ball of choice, is you want to get the crutch. And that's what I have here. This is a new type that I like using, and if you notice this head on here, as long as it's on the table, I have all kinds of adjustments that I can do with this. And when it's in a vertical position like this, I have what we call an open bridge. If I flip it to the other side, I could execute what we call a closed bridge. Since this bridge head is actually an extension of my arm, and think it as my hand, where I go from the closed to the open bridge. If I want to go around balls, I can go as low as I want to as high as I want. I can level this up and shoot a nice level shot. I've had all kinds of choices that I can do using this particular head. It's not just a rigid bridge head like you see in a lot of bars and billiard halls. And it takes a little getting used to, like anything else, but I prefer using it. Okay, in using the bridge properly, the first thing that you want to do, of course, is align the bridge head and determine which way you're going to use it to the shot, and make a determination of what you want to do and where you want to be for your next ball. In this case, I'd like to make that ball, and I want to hold that cue off the rail about 4 inches after it comes off, so I have a chance at that next ball and can continue on with my shooting in the game of 8-ball. You'll see a lot of people, when they go to use a bridge, they will pick it up, put their stick on it, and they're up like this, and they've got the butt of the stick up, they've got their elbows in, and when they're shooting, a lot of times, they got both sticks going. Or they'll hold it here and hold it up here, and they'll get here, and they don't have any solid foundation with this bridge. The key to using a proper bridge is 2 or 3 factors in here. One, you want the bridge itself on the table. You don't want to, if you can keep from it, be directly in line with your stick. Now, depending on the layout, you can move it a little bit more. You can come way over here. There's all kinds of angles to put in this to keep it where it's not in the way of a ball on the table, and yet it's not directly in line with the stick. One of the reasons you don't want that, if that's directly in line and I get here, for me to get down properly, I'm right here over this, and I'm just all folded in, I guess you would say. So if I have this at an angle, and I got to remember this again, this bridge head is my hand. A standard distance is 6 to 8 inches for your hand from the cue ball. I still maintain that standard distance. I don't want to get that right up there unless I'm going up and over. You still want to have this maintained so you have what you're always used to shooting with. So I place this at an angle. My bridge hand goes on top of the ball, or on top of the stick, so if I need to move it at a later time, all I have to do is squeeze this and lift it up. That's all the farther that really needs to go. I don't need to get it way the heck over here to the side. All I have to do is get that up about that height. The ball's 2 1/4 inches, so if I bring this up about 4 inches, I'm out of the road of any ball on the table. And then at my leisure, I can step back and get out of the road. So I'm in no danger of hitting any ball on the table. So once I've determined that, I've placed my bridge down on the table at the proper distance. Determined that's probably where I'm going to lay my bridge itself, or the crutch. The next thing I do is take a look at the stick. I want to get this moved over and get it in line with my target on my ball, which is slightly off center. I'm going to hit this nice and easy to roll into the rail and come off. So I'm not going to have to shoot this hard as far as stroke speed or power. The next thing you do when this is here is always with your shooting hand, place the thumb underneath, 2 fingers on top. You don't want to get here and get a death grip. You're right up in here. Get the butt right in line with your chin. Bring your body down so you're looking right down the stick, just like if you were sighting a rifle, for those of you that shoot any rifles out hunting or target practicing. This is off to the side. I have my hand here. The next thing I do is bring my elbow up at a 45-degree angle. My body is down, I'm sighting down, and I'm looking just slightly above center on the cue ball. I really don't want to get extremely high in this case, because my most important thing is proper contact and executing the shot by making the ball, unless I'm going to shoot a safety. So if I have the elbow up, thumb on bottom, 2 fingers here, and I'm holding this, and I take my warm-up strokes, I come back, execute the shot. And in doing that, then all I have to do is pick this up, get it out of the road, and then I'm ready to walk around to come over to my next shot. So I'm currently in line to make the shot and continue the game. Just to reiterate, when you see somebody shooting us with the bridge and they got both hands up on the table, take a look at their elbows. They don't have their elbows out here, they're not flying. They'll have their in here, and predominantly a lot of times both sticks move. If they don't, good luck and proper execution. Because now when they have to pick this stick up, they've got this out here, they'll have this hand like this and this hand like this, with both thumbs on top. Good luck in getting out of the road and executing the shot properly. So, stick down, slight angle, place the stick on top, thumb down, 2 fingers on top, 45-degree angle, underneath the chin, looking right down the stick itself like you're sighting a rifle. So when you come through and make the shot, don't jump up right away. Watch the shot go in. If there's nothing's in the road, you don't need to move. If you do have to move, that's all the higher you got to do to get out of the road, and then you can step off to the side. Try that when using the bridge. You do need to practice, but your game will improve as you get used to using the bridge. Thank you.